Okay, before we get started with the Smackdown review, which I'm hoping to make very short because there was not much here at all. Look, I thought about Super Showdown. I botched that because I have been contemplating should I watch the damn thing and forego doing Impact Wrestling. And my final decision is no, I am not going to do the Super Showdown review because that's a 4-hour show. And to be honest, I'd rather do Impact Wrestling. And I know Impact is not doing incredibly well right now. They're doing okay. But I'd rather see Impact Wrestling, which, yeah, some of their storylines are not doing great right now. But it's a lot more interesting what I'm getting from WWE and this Super Showdown, which I'm not fond of. Now, if you guys want me to do a review, it will be on a Saturday. So tell me below if you want me to do a review or just forget about it. And hell, look at Major League Wrestling or Reality of Wrestling. Tell me below if that's what you want. Now, if I get no reply, I probably might look at Reality of Wrestling or Major League Wrestling this weekend. Either one or the other. Or both. I don't know yet. But, let's see here. What did we get in this show? I think Lawrence Sullivan said it best. What did they call me? What did they say? Freak. In this case, what do they say? Sucks. This show sucked. Short. We had how many matches on here? We had one, we had two, we had four matches, four. And legitimately, I didn't care about any of them. First match, Kofi and Xavier Woods versus Sami Zayn and I feel sorry for Kevin Owens. He came back. I know he's not a good... he can play a good face, but he's a better heel. And they've done nothing with him. So I understand him not going to Super Showdown. The opening of the show with Dolph Ziggler, I didn't care about. Didn't matter to me. Even with the video packages, didn't matter. This match didn't matter because I didn't expect the faces to lose here. I expected Kofi to win it, and I also expected Dolph to try and beat the crap out of him, which he did. Moving on, next match. A surprising, but not surprising, lumberjack match for the 24/7 title. When does Steve McMahon decide to change the rules so radically that you now see R-Truth calling up, well, not calling up. He basically uses Carmella's phone to get in touch with a Shane to try and change the rules, to try and make it easier for him, so he goes into the ring. Later, well, not later, the next few minutes, once the commercials were done, he goes into the ring, it's in my face. I botched that because it was so stupid why they did that. What was the point of making Elias face Truth in the ring with lumberjacks around the ring who wanted the damn 24/7 title, which they could not touch until the match was over? Elias wins. Truth loses. Elias gets his ass mostly handled by the people outside who were lumberjacks once it was over to try and get the title. And then crawls under the ring with R-Truth and a ref. And R-Truth comes out with the damn title and he runs away. Well, we didn't see him run away. They just cut away from him, which he had to run away afterward because everybody wanted the damn title. Why? I said this before. If we didn't have hugely bad ratings, bad storytelling, bad booking, just plain upset wrestlers, upset people who are working for the company, the talent relations, the agents, if they weren't so pissed and this was happening, if the 24/7 title was just brought back as a short-time novelty and stuck on Truth, you could make this funny. It is not funny. It is stupid. Mind you, R-Truth is trying his best to play with it because that's how R-Truth is. People still love R-Truth. He can make it work with Carmella by his side, which I'm not going to say I wouldn't marry Carmella. She's a damn good-looking woman. I'm just saying, just me. Don't mind me. It just sucks. Let's move on because it's getting long in the teeth. Let's go to the next match, which was Andrade Cien versus Apollo Crews, who I don't think I got the picture of, looked pissed off. He got onto the second turnbuckle, said, Apollo! And he just looks pissed. I don't blame him. I'm sure this is the first time he's been seen on TV in a while, other than the 24/7 title. He gets his ass handed to him the minute he jumps down from that turnbuckle. Destroyed. He meant nothing. Then, guess what? Finn Balor comes out to mess with Andrade Cien Almost, which does nothing. Because he gets his ass handed to him. And you get Zelina Vega, who is now married to Aleister Black for the last year or so. Happy for her. I'm happy. I know I've known this a little earlier. I never really said it, but I think it's good to say it because the woman does deserve that kind of credit because she's in love with the man. You get this going into Super Showdown where you're not even going to see her. You don't even hear her much anymore. Since Andrade Cien Almost does his own promo segments, what does this mean for... You know what does it mean? I know what it means. Zelina Vega is going away. And Andrade Cien Almost is going to be by himself. Once he talks competently enough, he's going to be separated from Zelina Vega and maybe sometimes paired with Charlotte Flair. Sometimes, unless they really want to basically ham up their actual relationship and soon-to-be marriage, this is what you're going to get. Let's move on to the final match of the night, which is not the last match of the night. That was, well, actually was the last match of the night. I'm so sorry. That was the triple threat of Alexa Bliss, of Charlotte, and of Carmella, going to be for the Smackdown Women's title. And I could talk about the moment of bliss, but there's no point. It just, the segment sucked. And it's in my face, but it sucked. What was this match? A kind of rusty Alexa Bliss with a botchy Charlotte with a semi-botchy Carmella, who isn't a great wrestler. Let's put this in perspective. Who is the best wrestlers in this group? If you're going to say who's the best wrestler, who is the best, it's Charlotte. And that's only because she's worked with the best. And she's learned at least enough to look competent. Then you have Alexa Bliss, who I think most of the time, because she is not wrestling all the time, she's a bit rusty. And then you got Carmella at the bottom. And I'm not taking anything away from Carmella. She actually wrestles better than the Iconics. And that's saying a lot. So this is what you got. In the end, Alexa Bliss is the one who wins this triple threat, who's going up against, let me see, am I sure? Yes, it is Alexa Bliss who won, and she's going up against Bayley. Don't care. And this is at Stomping Ground, a new pay-per-view. A pay-per-view they had to give to women because they can't go to Jeddah. That's all I gotta say. Now, let's see here. What else can I talk about here? Lawler Sullivan, when he was with Charlie. No, was it Charlie? No, it wasn't Charlie. I can't remember her name. I don't remember her name. I keep forgetting her name. Cute, lovely little lady. But I keep forgetting her name. But let's give it in perspective. Did Lawler Sullivan cut a good promo? Yes, he did. But when is he going to actually wrestle? He's like Bray Wyatt. And I did see the highlight of Bray Wyatt. And I'm going, what? That, if I didn't catch an image of it, I'm sorry. I probably won't get an image. It's not necessary. Bray means nothing until he gets in the ring. As I said before, Bray means nothing. And in a sense, this does mean something for Lawler Sullivan. But in a sense, it does not. If they keep him... This is exactly what they did with Braun Strowman. They had him destroy people. And destroy people. And destroy people. Yes, he did wrestle with the Bray Wyatt and the Wyatt family. Yes, he did. But when he was by himself, most of the time he just destroyed people before he was mainly going in the ring more than he was destroying people. Well, backwards. He was destroying people more before he was going in the ring. They had to put him over that way. And this just feels like a rehashing of a... Unless Lawler Sullivan starts wrestling, this is not going to mean much like a Bray Wyatt. Him continually destroying people. I know this is coming up in Super Showdown. He's going to have his match. But after this match, he has to start wrestling normally. If it's only this one time and he continues destroying people, it means nothing. Finally, we are ending this quickly because I don't want to go any further. This is about Goldberg. Did Goldberg talk nice? Yes, he did. Did it make sense? Yes, it did. Is this going to be, in a sense, special because Goldberg has not gone up against The Undertaker? Yes, it can be. But Is it special? No. You know why? This should have happened at WrestleMania. I'm sorry, it should have. By you doing this at Super Showdown in Jeddah, you completely undercut WrestleMania again. Saying this rivals WrestleMania means nothing. That means it's nothing WrestleMania. And if you really, and I'm not even for this pay-per-view because it's garbage. The build is bad. The people who don't want to go are not going, like Kevin Owens, like Daniel Bryan, like, I don't know about Kofi Kingston. He looks like he's going, but essentially speaking, or Seth Rollins for that matter, I don't think Seth Rollins is going. When you see this pay-per-view, it just pisses me off. But, and I'm going to be honest here, but if you're really going there, you can't use Goldberg. Goldberg versus The Undertaker is strong, but it's not the strongest one there. The only one is Taker versus Sting. That is the strongest feud the WWE will ever have. They need that feud. If they can bring back Sting one more time, and I would recommend them bringing back a Hell in a Cell, the match that Undertaker made famous. That is the only time it'll actually work between Undertaker and Sting going in Hell in a Cell. Now, I'm not saying they'll do it. But honestly, if they were going to go there, Taker versus Sting at Hell in a Cell. And if it had to be a Jeddah, let it be a Jeddah. A Taker in a Hell in a Cell match with Sting at Jeddah. That would be a culmination of the most strongest feud you could have in the last 4 years. And I'm being honest here. Now, does this show mean anything? Nope. Did I care? No. And I'm done. I'm sorry if you feel like this really is a piece of garbage review. I'm sorry. This show really sucked. I didn't care about this show because the pay-per-view sucked. And the build going into the next pay-per-view, Stomping Grounds, is going to suck. And then you're going to have SummerSlam that's going to suck because they did this with Jeddah. I just didn't care. But you guys tell me how you feel. And tell me if you want me to do a review of Super Showdown. Tell me below in the review. In the comments, not the review. In the comments. You see, I just don't want to think about this. Tell me in the comments you want me to do a review of this. And if not, tell me if you want me to do Reality of Wrestling or Major League Wrestling. Because I am considering doing a review of either one of them this weekend. Either Saturday or Sunday. I don't know yet. Peace.